Hey folks, Dan Frio here with your real estate update for October 18th, 2023. So this video is basically going to be out there for the realtors and lenders out there, just to give you some guidance on what's going on in the markets. If you're a consumer, might get a little confusing, but I'll tie that all together at the end of this video. What we're seeing right now is mortgage rates. They're about this close to 8%. They're going to top that today, most likely. And the reason being is, well, let's get over to see what the markets are doing. Right now, we have the Dow Jones, the S&P, and the NASDAQ all in negative territory. You can see the red there. Basically, earnings are starting to come out, and they're actually really, really good. I think a lot of people are now at the point where a lot of companies are out there saying, well, we have these price increases on our level, but we can increase prices on the consumer level because the consumer just keeps buying and buying and buying. Okay, so that's what's causing the inflation, and that's basically what's causing the Federal Reserve to say, you know, we can continue to raise rates because the consumer out there keeps buying stuff. Okay, so that's one piece of this element. The other piece of this is the worldwide uncertainties. We have the issue that we have right now in Israel. We have the Ukraine-Russia conflict still going. We have domestic violence starting to pop its ugly head up throughout our economy right now, and just everything is just, I hate to say it, it's like the perfect storm of just bad stuff going on. It will subside. It will start cooling off. The consumer will stop spending as much money because they're running out of money. Okay, we're also seeing oil prices starting to rally up because of the tensions in the Middle East. That's also going to put some pressure on yields and inflation. So let's get over to the stock market right through here. I look at CNBC. We're starting to have a lot of company earnings coming in. Procter & Gamble came in with earnings reports. Walmart came in with some news. A lot of retailers are coming in with basically really, really good balance sheets. And again, they're able to pass on their price adjustments to the consumer because the consumer still has money in their pockets that they're willing to spend. Eventually, that's going to come to an end. So on the economic calendar for today, what do we have? Is the only thing we have is really building permits coming in. Last reading was 1.5 million units were per building permits were put in. They expected that to drop just a little bit to 1.45. Kind of came in right in between there at 1.47. We need more houses, folks. Until we have more and more and more houses, what you're seeing in the markets right now is still a house that's selling at 250, we'll say 300,000 or less. There's bidding wars. And I just got a contract in from Green Bay this morning, and there was a bidding war on the property because it's right in the sweet spot of what people can afford. And even at these rates today, it still puts them in a payment that's almost equivalent to what they're paying in rent. Okay, and we know that eventually rates are going to subside. I have a video coming out within the next 48 hours. It's going to go over our adjustable rate program that we just found for government loans. That's FHA and VA loans. The rates are about 1%, right around 1% or a little over 1% more of a reduction. So rates right now are about 8%. The adjustable rate mortgage that we're coming out with is going to be a sub 7% interest rate. Look out for that video because that's going to help a lot of your buyers out there and a lot of your consumers out there looking to buy their first house. So with this data coming in, what's happening to the bond market, especially mortgage-backed securities? Well, here's what we follow right here. What is this? Well, basically, it's a mortgage bond that trades on Wall Street. That's yield is the biggest piece of your mortgage rate. As this price goes down, you're seeing right up through here, as the price goes down, the rates go up. You look at this. This is the last 5 days. This is the last month. You know, mortgage rates went up almost about 0.75% in the last 30 days. We haven't seen that in the last 20 years. Okay, so that's basically what's going on. Eventually, this will start to cool down. At that point, then rates should start to ease. When that's going to be, I really don't know, folks. It's going to depend on a lot of worldwide events and things like this. I didn't predict, you know, the invasion or the bombing in Israel. I didn't think the Ukraine war would still be going on. I didn't think we'd be funding all this other stuff, especially student loan debt and other things out there. So don't shoot the messenger. It's just, I'm just giving you my take on all this stuff. What's going to go on with rates? Well, we should be peaking at over about 8% today. So if you're out there and you're a realtor out there, or you're a consumer, or you're a mortgage person, well, I won't say a mortgage person because I'm your competition, I guess. So well, you're watching this for some training purposes. But if you're a realtor out there and you have some borrowers that are looking to buy their first house, what I ask you to do is please reach out to us. We have a bunch of programs. I'll explain what we are. I work at a federal bank. Basically what that tells you is I'm licensed all over the country, all 50 states as well as Puerto Rico. So I can help your borrowers anywhere in the country. We are also one of the country's largest mortgage brokerages, set up with over 70 different lenders where I can offer their programs and their rates to your buyers. Okay, so that's what we're looking to help you do. We do have adjustable rate programs that are coming in that's going to sweep the market by storm. We just got these products yesterday, so I'm working on a video today to explain to you guys how it works. It's a 5-year fixed rate. The rates right now are about 1% to 1.25% lower than the fixed rates out there right now when it comes to FHA loans. So a lot of you guys are like, my sellers aren't going to like an FHA loan. As a realtor, I don't like FHA loan. Guys, you're going to have to retweak your whole thinking of this process if you want to make it in this environment. So if you're out there and you really need some assistance from me and my team, all I ask you to do is visit us at therateupdate.com. If you're out there and you're a borrower and you're like, hey, I have a contract in on a house. Dan, can you look at my numbers to see maybe I can get in that FHA program you're talking about and get a rate that's 1% lower than I got right now? All I need you to do is, there's a loan estimate tab right up there. All I need you to do is upload your loan estimate in there along with your credit score. I just need you to type that in. We're going to analyze that, your loan scenario, to see if we can get you fit into this program. We'll get back with you within probably hours of you uploading that. Or if you're a consumer out there and you're like, Dan, I'd really like to see if I can get involved in buying my first house in this market. All you need to do is hit the Apply Now button up there, and it's going to ask you a series of about 3 or 4 questions. Based on those questions or answers to those questions, you'll be assigned to a specialist on my team to help you with your particular situation. But if you're out there and you're like, Dan, can I just call you guys or just email you? Absolutely. Just go to the bottom of my website, which is therateupdate.com, and right through here is going to give you our phone number and my email address. That phone number is 844-775-5626, and my email is dan@therateupdate.com. I have a live event coming up tonight. It is at 7:30 Eastern time. Love to have you there. We answer all your first-time homebuyer questions and basically all your questions in regards to real estate. So hope you join us then, and I look forward to seeing you. Thanks so much for watching. God bless. Have a fantastic day. Bye-bye.